Before we get into this video, let me just give y'all this disclaimer right now. This was pre-lockdown. So I just want to give that disclaimer so you guys will know. This video is very touching to me because she wanted me to do her hair for a very special event in her life. And that was so important to me and it was so touching to me. But I'll fill y'all in as we go. But um, what I'm doing now, I'm going to get her hair ready to be shampooed. She has some issues with her hair. As you can see, she has a little thinning around the front. She's been cutting and dyeing it herself. And I'm not mad at that. You got to do what you got to do till you can do better. So I'm not mad at that. So she was telling me like maybe I need to clip her ends and do this, but I'm not like scissor happy. So I was like, well, let me shampoo and deep condition you, and once I deep condition you, then I'll be able to tell you if we need to go on and just take the ends off or whatever. So I was filling her ends, and that's what I'm showing her now. I was filling her ends, and they felt a little rough. They had a little texture to them. So I washed her hair or shampooed her hair. Now, usually you guys know I detangle first, but clearly her hair is entangled. So that's why I didn't detangle her hair first. So I shampooed her hair. Now I'm applying the Smooth Through Detangler because it's also a deep conditioner for any hair type. It don't matter the hair. So because she colors her hair and things like that, color can make your hair dull and things like that. So what I'm doing the same steps y'all see me do on my kids' hair, the same steps y'all see me do on every other silk press I do. I always work in sections. That's just how I work. So after I get through applying the Smooth Through Detangler on her hair, I'm going to put her under a hooded dryer for 20 minutes on a warm setting. Now, I didn't have to twist her hair in sections because obviously her hair is not going to coil back up on itself, but that part was just habit. That's just what I do anytime I do hair. I keep everything separated and things like that. But I did apply the Smooth Through Detangler to her hair just to deep condition it, for allow the detangler to deep condition and penetrate as a conditioner, because it's also a deep conditioner. Now, we've rinsed her hair, deep conditioned it. Now I'm going to blow dry her hair the same way I do when I do anybody else's hair, my kids' hair, same thing. But let me tell y'all why this is so touching to me. This woman had been dealing with a migraine headache for 3 days. Now, I suffer from migraines, and so does my daughter. And when I have a migraine, I don't want to be near nobody, no sound, no light, no nothing. But she wanted me to do her hair, and I'm like, you sure you want to do this? You know, and she was like, yes, you guys. After I deep conditioned her hair, when I put the detangler on her hair as a deep conditioner, and I put the hooded dryer on there, um, it started to relax her mind and around her eyes, because that's what she said her migraine was. It started to relax her. You guys, as you can see, this woman was going to sleep. I didn't even want to ask her to hold her head down when I was blow drying her hair. She literally started going to sleep. For me, that is the most touching thing. And she was like, oh my God, this is so relaxing. She was like, when I woke her up, she was like, I'm sorry, I'm going to sleep. I'm like, you don't have to apologize to me because you're going to sleep. Like, please, that's an honor for me, for my products to relax your head so much that your migraine is in a better place and that you're relaxed enough to go to sleep. Now, I let her feel her ends, and her ends felt so much better. They wasn't as bad as she thought they were. So I told her, I was like, I don't think we should do any cutting if we don't have to. So that's where we were on that. And so, again, I'm just going to finish blow drying her hair. And I'm just adding this footage in because you guys like to see the steps. So I'm just going to blow dry her hair and then we'll move on. But I just want to share that with you guys. And I'm so proud of her because she's moving on into the next chapter of her life. And she was excited for me to do her hair. And I was just so honored and so touched that she was honored that she wanted me to do her hair. And I really appreciate it. So her hair is completely blow dried. And now what I'm going to do, because her hair, and I don't know if you guys can see it, one, her hair is shinier than it was before, and two, her hair has a little bit of texture in it, just a little bit. So what I did was I heated my flat irons to about 300 or 325, something like that, and I just ran the flat iron through her hair like one time because I wanted to remove all the texture. I want this silk press to be very silky, very shiny. So all I did was, like I said, you see how big of a section I have? So I just want to run the flat iron through her hair like one time to take um, the little remaining texture out of her hair because I wanted it to be very silky. This was a big day for her. So I wanted it to be very silky, very shiny, very slick, smooth. So that's all we did. I just ran it through like one time, really quickly. Now, as you can see, because her hair does not have a lot of texture, I'm not parting really thin parts like I would if somebody had a lot of texture to their hair. I'm parting bigger parts because her hair doesn't have a lot of texture, but the texture that it has, I want it to be removed because I want this to be a very silky look. Again, if you guys look at her eyes, she is going to sleep. She is sleeping. And when I flat iron anybody's hair, I always use the comb method, the chase method with the comb. That also helps that you don't have to go over the hair multiple times. And I just left more in because you guys like to see more, so I just left it in for you guys to see. And y'all, I'm moving a lot slower because I know she's sleeping. So I don't want to, I want her to enjoy this experience. Okay, so now I've ran the flat iron through her hair all over. And what I did was I put a tiny, y'all know I don't be fooling with holding spray like that. When I say a tiny bit of holding spray throughout her entire head, a very small amount, because I don't like a lot of holding spray. When I do my own hair, when I do my daughter's hair, I don't use holding spray at all. I don't like holding spray at all, but I know this was for a special occasion, so I wanted to add a little hold, and then I curled her curls pretty tight, so by the time she had to do what she had to do, the curls would fall perfectly. So I curled her curls tighter on purpose, and I used a little holding spray on purpose because I know by the time she finished getting herself together, they would fall perfectly. Now, if your curl doesn't come out quite right on the end, you don't have to go over the whole section of hair again. Just recurl the part that didn't curl. Now, her natural hair, I'm sorry, is not jet black, but she dyes her hair jet black. But I want you to see how using the detangler as a deep conditioner makes that jet black shine. It doesn't look dull. And on the pictures at the end, if you stay to the end, on the pictures at the end, you'll see where her dye didn't take very well, but even how the detangler makes her natural hair color shine as well. And you'll be able to really see the difference, um, and see how shiny her hair really is, because I took some outside, like regular sunlight pictures. I took some pictures outside for you guys to see. And it's just not her hair that's shiny, and I'll link videos of other silk press hairstyles that I've done on other people. It makes everybody's hair shiny. The smooth through detangler can be used on any hair that tangles, any hair that needs a deep conditioning, because it doesn't leave the hair weighed down. And as you can see, when I curl the hair, I keep the curlers moving. I don't let the curlers sit in one spot for a long time. I just don't wrap the hair around the curlers and then let it sit and then let the curler out. Once I start curling, I keep the curlers moving. As you can see here, because I don't want any one spot to get too hot. So I just keep the curlers moving. So now we're going to speed this up. I'm going to let y'all keep seeing it, but I'm going to speed it up. As you can see, keep the curlers moving, keep the curlers moving. And I'm curling them tight on purpose because they're going to fall perfectly when she's done with everything she has to do. You see, I put such a small amount of holding spray on her hair that it doesn't make her hair look and feel stiff. I like natural, free flowing hair. I like for your hair to still have body and bounce. So for me, I'll sacrifice my curls dropping if my hair can feel natural and not hard. And that's just me. That's my personal opinion. Now, as you can see, like I said, I curled her curls pretty tight. So we're just going to play with them a little bit just to loosen them up just a little bit. Now, you can see her hair is shiny right now, but wait till you see the outside pictures. The outside pictures is going to show you truly what her hair looks like. I was at her house and it doesn't have the best lighting. Her hair was so beautifully shiny. You can see where her natural hair color is coming through and where the dyed hair color is coming through. She really loved her hair. It turned out great. I appreciate her for even wanting me to do it. As you can see by her hood, you can see where her natural hair color comes through, but it blends in so well because it's also shiny and healthy looking. And this is just a little video footage. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed your day. And you guys, I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.